And welcome to the CBC podcast, everybody. We're going to have a good show. Luckily, everything we're going to talk about happened in like the last 24 hours or the Thor trailer, so it's going to be a good show. We're going to take 2 pieces of Q&A this week just because I didn't have enough time to go look at all of them. Rest assured, next week we'll be back with a full slate of 4 Q&As and everything. 2 bonus member topics this week. You guys can look forward to that again. And, of course, the audio commentaries are out. And, as always, I'm not doing this by myself. This is, though, Armin. Everybody that's found me online on other places, thank you. We've been talking. It's great. It's awesome. Fandoms. Yeah, thumbs up for fandoms and normal functioning human brains. And speaking of potential normal functioning human brains, depending on it, Mitch, how are you doing?
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Yeah, it's a decent day. You can follow me on Twitter at 690 tweets. And yes, Nick, you are first. You have beaten Benny.
The crown has been taken. It's going to be like a knighting ceremony for Nick now. Like, you have to lower something on his shoulder. I don't know what. Yeah.
I mean, over here it tends to be a sword.
Yeah, that's true. What is it over here? Expensive bill you can't pay because you went to the doctors and they gave you like an ibuprofen and it cost $200 on your medical bill? That's pretty nice.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's freedom or something. Yes. So it's gonna be a good show, guys. We don't want to waste too much time as we do have a lot of good topics to talk about and everything. So we're just gonna get right. First up, let's talk about Thor: Love and Thunder. Not only did we get the first trailer, we also got some details that do confirm, yes, don't worry about it, Jane Foster, they are going to do the whole cancer storyline. So it's been a good week. Oh, yeah. It's
I saw nothing of the synopsis for this movie.
So they didn't confirm it in that. What happened was the helmet replica, you know how they released those toys and everything?
Oh, yeah.
And that has the synopsis, and on there they confirm it. So it's direct from Marvel.com as well, so we can expect it.
Excellent.
So let's talk about the trailer for a bit. What did you think?
I loved it.
Yep.
Absolutely loved it. It feels like they've given Taika a budget this time.
Yeah.
Like, just everything going on, the way everything looks, it's like, yeah, this looks infinitely better than Ragnarok did.
Like, I do want to bring this up because people are going to call us up and be like, what do you mean? Guys, open your eyes and go back and look at the arena sequence for Thor Ragnarok.
It happened.
It looks like I'm not insulting this show because it's one of my favorites of all time and I rewatch it every couple of years, but it looks like Spartacus on stars. Like it just looked like the crowd, and you could tell it wasn't real. They didn't build a set for that.
It's one of those. It's like Moon Knight, right? You have the budget clearly went into making Khonshu work.
Yeah. Yep.
The budget in that scene specifically, Ragnarok, went to making Hulk work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your eyes are drawn to Thor and Hulk in that. The background is secondary.
Yeah.
There's a vast valley, gulf, whatever you want to call it, of difference in quality between Hulk and the background in that shot. Man.
Yep. And honestly, to me, like, as long as the core story works, I can look over that, which is why exactly like Thor Ragnarok, it's like great. And I think, Love and Thunder, like you said, this everything looks great. Like, it did have a little bit of the Guardians vibe, but again, Ragnarok had a Guardians vibe as well, so it's not really like a complaint. It's just like it's an observation that people are making, being like, this feels like a Guardians film. It's like, I think that's by design.
That they're in it.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel like a Guardians movie to an extent because they're literally in the movie.
But I like how
how much they're in the movie. I don't know yet.
It honestly does look like it's the first act, doesn't it? Like,
well, wouldn't it be weird if they don't come back?
Yeah.
Obviously, right now it would be weird. Like, the context of the movie could literally be anything.
Yeah.
There could very well be a decent excuse for why they don't come back. But right now, it's like, it would be weird if they didn't come back. Because it's clearly like first end of third act that they leave.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, what do you mean? We got a signal on Nebula. Where is she? Oh, Xandar. Okay, hey, look, Thor, we gotta go. You got your own problems, so why don't you put together your crew of misfits, and we're gonna take ours and go out here, and then they could do the holiday special and all that, without him. Which it does work, but yeah, it would be weird if they don't return. But again, if they return at the end, then you gotta assume, oh, so this is the composition of the team that's gonna be in at the end of the film, right? Because they can't spoil anything, so it'll be interesting.
And yes, before anyone comments, it will be weird if they get a signal for Nebula, who's literally standing right next to them. But
yeah. Well, I thought she was out
now,
there in
Gamora,
space.
yeah, sure.
No, I thought she was. For some reason, I thought she left the team to go look for Nebula or for Gamora.
No, she's literally right there in the trailer.
Huh.
Well, the teaser, I should say. Really.
Yeah, she's
like right there.
So where did I headcanon that she's out looking for Gamora?
I don't know.
Maybe it was one of those rumors, and I just headcanoned to be like,
I mean, technically, you're not wrong. She is out there looking for Gamora.
That's true, yeah.
With the rest of them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. It was probably one of those scoops that just stuck in my head for some reason, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that's been deleted by now, I imagine, and 100%. Told to have expectations lowered, so don't worry about it.
That's true. But hey, I'm excited. It looks good. I cannot wait.
Yeah. It legit made that blue and gold suit look nice to me. I think it looks fantastic on screen.
I think it looks good while we don't see the arms yet in that clip, right?
That's still, like, I'm still like, as it is now, it's like, I like it.
Same.
That helmet's still a thing.
Yeah.
Still walking around with a literal cock in his head. And yes, YouTube, that is cock as in cockerel.
Yeah, well, it's there. It looks like a rooster. What do you want? That's the thing. So, any theories or ideas after this trailer, or you're just kind of like, yeah, it is what I expected. It's
kind of what I expected, but the how did I put this? The sequence of events in this movie isn't what I expected, unless they're mucking about with stuff. Because there's a shot of Olympus. Because we know 100% for a fact now that it is Olympus and it is Russell Crowe as Odin.
Yep.
Where it's clearly got Jane Foster Thor in it.
Yeah.
And she's clearly with Thor and there's Korg as Valkyrie. So you've got the quartet, or the new Revengers, as some people have dubbed them.
Yeah.
Walking along that bridge in Olympus. So how quickly does Jane Foster Thor come in, and how quickly do they get to all that sort of stuff?
Exactly. That's
because that Olympus doesn't look wrecked like I'd imagine Gore would do to it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Then you also have that shot that is straight from the Jason Aaron run from like 2013 with that weird like black hole wrestling cosmic space god thing.
Yeah. It's
like that's got to be fairly early on.
That's what I was guessing as well, because like they got to get those final suits in Olympus towards the heading into third act. So it's like, yeah, it's a little questioning what's happening. Again, like you said, unless they're mucking with footage and playing around with it, like they could completely be. We just don't know, because I'm assuming that the scene where she is fully Thored up that we see in the trailer is in the third act of the film. Because if you look at the back, you can see Gore's minions. So that has to be, I would assume, towards the back, but I don't know. Like,
but could that be like the second act?
Yeah,
because that seems to be the introduction to Jane Foster's Thor.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then why is she with them at Olympus, or is Olympus in the third act as well?
Right.
I don't know. It's weird. Also, Thor's wearing the fur.
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't have which I assume the gold and blue, or the blue and gold, is the final suit he's going to have.
Yeah.
Even though in this trailer he has, or this teaser, he's got like 6 suits. Because you have his kid running as young Thor, then he's wearing the classic Thor. Then you have like the old Dark World look Thor. Yeah. And it goes to the next one. It's just like, okay. So many looks for Thor.
I also do wonder if this film could have any effects of the multiverse on it. I assume probably not many, but you never know. Like,
I don't get where this rumors come from that there's a multiverse thing going on. Like...
So the only thing I tracked it to is when Kevin Feige said you don't know where the multiverse is going to show up, and it's not just in Doctor Strange. And essentially, people ran with it, and they're like, it's got to be everywhere now. So it's... I don't think it's in Thor, but I don't know. It could be, because they could tie it to Loki, maybe. But who knows?
Yeah, but we know Loki's not in this movie. Well, at least...
Yeah.
I think we know Loki's not in this movie. But
you would assume, but you never know. Yeah.
Which would make the first Thor movie without Loki.
True.
Maybe that's the character they've CGI'd out that everyone's going on about being Hercules. Like, that's actually Loki. But...
That'd be kind of amazing. But it needs to be her.
To me, looks like the car that place there, where like, the Guardians leave.
Yeah.
That shot is very Sakaar-esque, but who knows?
Guess we'll see soon. So, any closing thoughts on this? I'm excited. I think we're both just really excited. I mean,
100%. Yeah.
Look,
I'm here for this movie.
The audience is clearly excited because 5th highest viewed trailer of all time for Marvel.
It's actually the 4th.
It already jumped that high? Well, actually, yeah, because if you combine a two, if you do that, so, bro, that, and it's surprising.
For Thor, that's nuts.
That is nuts, yeah.
Like, Thor of all people, like, goddamn.
I mean, Mitch, if we're careful here, soon we could have Thor, Captain America on film. And who wants that when you have Superman and Batman? Okay?
Flavor of the week, goddamn.
You don't want your flavor of the week here.
Things that age like milk in the sun.
That quote aged like a turd in the wind.
Oh.
See what I did there?
That's an unfortunate reference.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
I'm just excited for Jane.
Same. Yep. The hype is for Jane.
She's huge.
Can't wait.
From what Natalie Portman was before to now, like, goddamn. It's like she ate herself.
Not according to internet dweebs, though.
Yeah. Forget TikTok. I couldn't even watch that TikTok. I saw his face and I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. A guy who hasn't went outside in 6 months complained about a woman not being jacked enough. Amazing. Just amazing.
Don't call me out like that. Goddamn.
Hey.
I mean, yeah, who would do that? Yeah.
Wait a second. Good stuff. So, over the course of the last year to year and a half, there was all sorts of rumors. Hey, Deadpool, they could go without Ryan Reynolds, or they could do something. They could do this or that. We know Ryan Reynolds will get back to it. There's also been rumors that the multiverse will affect the whole Deadpool thing. We could be seeing multiple Deadpools. Again, a lady Deadpool in the multiverse is probably going to happen. Look, Deadpool literally is, like, he's been doing the multiverse thing for, like, 15 years in the comics. It's just commonplace now. So this one comes from William Hannafan, and he asks, if there was really going to be some sort of scenario where they were to replace Ryan Reynolds, or he continues playing Deadpool, but they do something else as well, who would be a possible good replacement, and what could they do? And
Ryan Gosling.
I mean, you know,
man would crush you, I tell you.
If they were to take Gosling and take a more of the non-meme pool approach and do the more serious assassin Deadpool, which I'm a bigger fan of from like X-Force, honestly, he would
character.
Yeah, the one with actual character development. It's not just like, oh, tacos, ha, character development. I think Gosling would be great, personally. So I could agree with that. That'd be something. I mean, Lady Deadpool is probably gonna happen. Let's be real. That's gonna happen.
Oh, probably. I say make it. Who played the girlfriend in the movies?
Oh, Miranda Baccarin, I think.
That's the one. Yeah. Just get her to do it.
Yeah. When they come over to this universe, she just goes through some sort of multiversal changes. Like, I'm Deadpool now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The
streams got crossed and she's not Deadpool.
That'd be cool, because she's a character from the comics. I can't remember what the character's name is.
Yeah, it's... Oh, God.
It's one of those characters I don't care about.
Yeah, is it Copycat?
I think so, yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
All I got in my head is, the villain that was supposed to be in Cloak and Dagger season 2.
Yeah. Yep.
All the green stuff. It's that typical 90s style of female character, but she's blue instead of green.
Yep. That's so spot on. Though. That's a perfect.
But it's got the spiky hair and the pointy fingers. Like, yes.
Yep.
They all look the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Make her. There you go. Literally, have her be like. He could even reference it, being like, "Hey, you're supposed to be copycat." She could be like, "I am copying you." See,
that's why she's got copycat done.
Done. That's the deal. So that's how they do it. So that's who should replace Ryan Reynolds or be another Deadpool. It's her. So there we. But hey, Mitch.
I'll edit that.
We got a member's question here that ties into the Morbius sweep. You want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So our buddy Marvin from Envious Cosplay asks, if Morbius makes enough money to warrant a sequel, how does the story even progress? Sure, we got his origin, but who is he even going to fight in the sequel? Spidey, Venom, Blade? We could say Blade, maybe Tyrese is convinced that he's going to play Blade now. I mean, he seems convinced. Oh, that Tyrese. I wonder if Tyrese is working a bit. He has to be, right? Like,
you'd hope so, right?
You would hope so.
Can't be living like that much of his own little dream world, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I suppose with the credits that everyone's seen by now, it's who hasn't seen this movie, right?
Yeah.
You'd assume it's got to be Spider-Man, right?
I mean, I want to say everybody is smart enough to know it's got to be Spider-Man, but Sony's going to be like, guys, the Sinister Six have to form by fighting Venom first. And it's like, why? Yeah. I have a feeling. Also, they're clearly setting up the Sinister Six, so where are they showing up? Where? Because they ain't going to be fighting in the MCU, so they have to show up in a Sony property. So does Morbius just team up with them? He doesn't get a proper sequel, and then we get a Sinister Six film? Is that how they're doing this? Is that the takeaway? Is that what it is?
I suppose.
Boy, this whole thing is a mess.
I mean, I don't even know. Keaton doesn't even know which Spider-Man he's supposed to be going after.
Yeah.
And why is he mad about that one in this universe? It's not his one. He wasn't even mad at the other one, like his actual one. No.
Yeah, he had a redemption arc. He helped them.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's... I just don't believe that's the MCU Keaton. That's my hopium. Huffing on that nice and slow.
Man, you are huffing and puffing that hopium. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're... it's the Sony process and thought. So, like, what do you exactly anticipate and think they're going to do? And I don't know.
Oh, I've got it. 100% I've got it. Morbius 2 is going to have Night Watch or whatever the hell its name is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's how you set up that movie.
That is... Oh, God. They just threw up in my mouth. Oh.
Yeah. Or they mistake whatever that guy's name is for Spider-Man.
Let's just be real. Todd McFarlane has been talking about freaking Spawn happening, and Sony has it. Sony's just going to be like, why don't we just bring Spawn into the Spider-Man universe we got? We don't have to do Night Garb then, or whatever.
Night Garb. I mean, that's if Todd McFarlane lets him.
Well, nobody else is going to flip the $5 million he needs to make that film, apparently. So, because remember, he said it's not about Spawn. It's about what's in the shadows, and you don't see Spawn. So, it's essentially going to be like a direct-to-DVD movie. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So, tie that into whatever, and there you go. There you go. So, yeah, there you go. Hey, how about that Echo, Mitch? The Echo, it's starting production.
Echo.
See, there we go. It actually, as we record this, it started production today, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna get old Cox and D'Onofrio back again.
I mean, we knew that they were back thanks to those leaks from a couple weeks ago from the costume designer, I believe, was the one that confirmed them. So
I think it was, yeah.
yeah, pretty awesome.
I mean,
Pretty
they were going to be back regardless. Like we knew from the end of
True.
Hawkeye. It's just like, oh yeah, that's the Echo series setup. Cool.
Yep. So I do want to say, obviously we haven't learned much about this, but quite clearly you would have to assume we're going to start hearing about them shooting in New York and Atlanta probably soon.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be, I assume, their main outlets where they're going to be shooting these series. And apparently they are going straight after Echo. They're supposed to roll on into Daredevil, whatever that's going to be, and however that goes. So this is shaping up to be a pretty awesome year for fans of Echo and that whole world relating to Kingpin and whatever. So it's
even though everyone hates the Kingpin now from Hawkeye.
Yeah, for whatever
Apparently
reason.
he's goofy and bad. I don't know. I was just reading Twitter and I'm like, really? No. Have you read King? No, it's not realistic. It's like, have you ever seen Kingpin before?
Even D'Onofrio was like, bro, I'm not even as strong as they wanted me to be or as strong as Kingpin is in the comics. What are you talking about? It's like, yeah.
It's like, it's not realistic. It's like, yeah, there's a blind guy running about doing Daredevil stuff. I guess that's realistic.
It's not realistic. Meanwhile, we're in a world where aliens invaded in New York and robots ran amok and the multiverse is cracking open and spider people from different universes swing around. But I draw the line as super strong fat guy. That's where I draw the line, everybody. That's it. Oh, people are wild.
To be fair, it's a fat guy in America and he hasn't got one of those little scooters. No, yeah, that's not realistic.
That's true. It is true. I've been to Walmart recently. That is true.
Yeah, I need D'Onofrio to like rock around the corner in one of those in Echo. Like with his eyes bandaged up and he's just like, me.
No, okay. So I do want to bring this up. They're not going to tease who the villain of the series is, right? They can't be like...
They better not.
Right?
Better not.
Could you imagine that? Like,
it's like, oh, it's Kingpin again. Cool. No,
we're gonna have to wait till the 5th episode to find out that Kingpin is behind this all. It's like, come on, like,
yeah, no, that would be bad.
Yeah,
It'd be really bad. I'd be actively annoyed if that was the case.
It would be pretty damn annoying, that's for sure. But I'm also in the belief that he can't be the only villain, so like he's gonna have to have a henchman doing his stuff because he's blinded in one eye or whatever. So they'll have a villain.
But who else you do for Echo?
I really hope it's Hammerhead or like Tombstone or someone, but I would love to see Tombstone.
It's not a bad idea actually.
Or
I don't know, part of me's with Moon Knight and like going back to like Daredevil, like just make it Kingpin.
Yeah.
Just have Kingpin being the villain for the entire series. Like
that'd be great.
That's what I'd say.
That's
no,
what
if they don't, fine. Like, if there is someone else and they want to expand everything, cool, go ahead.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if it was just Kingpin for they treat you like Harrow and Moon Knight and he's just start to finish Kingpin.
That's what it should be. That's legit what it should be. Like,
because then you get to give Kingpin an arc as well for the MCU, and it's like, hey, he's blind, and then you get to see him get fixed, and then he comes back and he's even worse than he was before. Like, yeah, cool. I do that.
And then at the end, just have him be like, that Daredevil keeps coming after me. I need to get a target on him. Almost like I got a bullseye.
No.
And then we set up Daredevil, and there you go. It's going to be gold. It's going to be gold. And then Bullseye can actually show up and they can officially make it canon. He does have adamantium in him. So
yeah.
That scene at the end of Daredevil season 3 was actually there to make sense. So it's perfect. Yeah. But it's looking good. The Daredevil universe is about to come back at us full force. It's going to be great. Like, we're going to get the Daredevil sweep in the MCU. It's going to be great.
Yeah, an actual sweep as well.
Dude, correct. That is correct. So it's gonna be good. We're excited. Any theories on anything else in Echo or how it could tie to Daredevil or Kingpin or anything?
I know absolutely nothing about Echo.
Oh, perfect.
I know she was a Ronin at one point, so I imagine there could be some Hawkeye Ronin stuff in there. That'd be interesting. I know there was Daredevil and Kingpin stuff. That's literally what I know. I also know that she is currently the Phoenix, I think.
Oh.
Or she was the Phoenix in the Avengers run, so that's... no, dude.
I'm gonna make
For lack of a better phrase, this is literally a blind spot for me.
Yeah. Oh. That one hurt my soul. Oh, you Mr. Fantastic over to that one. That's
I mean, it's a legitimate phrase. Just like,
well, I'm gonna take a wild stab at it, and I'm gonna say I suspect one of the other Defenders is gonna show up in this series. Like, Luke Cage. There we go. I'm gonna say Luke Cage is gonna show up. I don't know why. I think they're gonna try to pull all that back together, and it'll be a shocking moment. They're like, "We need help," and Kingpin's running rampant in Harlem. Oh, well, I know somebody in Harlem, and your ending to an episode is them walking into Luke Cage's establishment, and there you go.
He's just banging Jessica Jones over the bar. Right.
Oh, what are you guys looking at?
Only if you've got the 18 plus on the
yeah. If you don't,
below that, they're having like coffee,
legit coffee. It's the hot coffee mod enabled on the age restriction. We're bringing this to Grand Theft Auto and everything. Remember, kids, the hot coffee that was a controversy when I was young. What?
And then they're like, "Hey, where's that Danny Rand guy?" And they're like, "Who?" It's like, I know a Colleen Wing. I don't know a Danny Rand.
Man, what did that Spider-Man spell do? It made everybody forget about who Peter Parker is and everything related to Danny. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm fine with that.
That's cool. Yeah. The only thing I can keep from Iron Fist is keep Colleen and then keep Joy Meacham. I like her. She was good to look at. She was pretty.
You're the only person that remembers Joy Meacham.
That's because I just plowed through both seasons of Iron Fist. Because I'm a masochist. So, okay.
Yeah. That's something.
It wasn't even at gunpoint. It was just kind of on my own willingness. It hurt me bad. My brain. By the end of it, I was like, you guys keep stating the plot of the show every episode and nobody catches up with the plot. Why? Man, what a show. What a show. Well, Sony. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Part 1 and Part 2, both delayed. Part 1
I
instead...
legit forgot this was a 2-part movie.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a while before we can see Part 1 because it's been delayed to more than a year from now. It's coming out right alongside Flash, if that doesn't get delayed again, because that's a whole another can of worms. But also, yeah, we got a date for the upcoming Madam Web film, which is also releasing right around that time in July. So Sony's stacking their roster, but it's starting to seem like that the next proper live action Spider-Man is going to be a while. This thing's going to take its time.
Yeah, I think they're just letting Morbius sweep.
Oh, clearly, yeah. It's made.
So blame
it's made
Jared
too much.
Leto in his acting for this being delayed because he's just sweeping everything.
Oh, look at the money it's made, Mitch. Look at the money.
1 trillion tickets sold.
Amazing. Amazing. Just truly. So, I will say, though, Kraven is still coming out in February or whenever. Kraven? Remember Kraven, Mitch? Yeah. Oh, it's kind of a bummer that the one Spider-Man Sony film I was looking forward to gets such a huge delay. And here was the thing, like, last year when they announced the release date and it being a 2-parter, we all said, wait a second, they moved this date forward. Why? Like, it's clearly something.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, no. But it's like, guys, you should have just
kept it where it was.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
but
what are the odds that this is because of Madam Web and it ties in somehow?
100% expecting it.
Mm.
Yeah. No.
No, especially after the whole Bruce Campbell's quote about Marvel and how Raimi had to change some stuff and take some stuff out, put some stuff in because you film so much at once, stuff's going to obviously naturally change. And it's just like, you know what? I wonder if that applies here.
Yeah.
Or it's just a full-blown panic over there because of Morbius. And they're like, how do we make a film that matches Morbius?
That's I mean, Kraven has a good chance to match Morbius. Let's be real.
Yeah, I agree.
But let's not shy away from the facts here. But
give Aaron Taylor Johnson the Oscar right now.
Biggest fan cheer moment or whatever.
Oh. Yeah, something tells me that's not coming back.
Yeah, definitely not. It's gonna be interesting to see how Sony proceeds. All these delays just make me think a proper Spider-Man 4. At this point, it's not happening until 2025, right? Because like,
yeah,
2023 they got Spider-Verse in end of June. A year after you're getting the sequel, so unless they're going back to a December spot for Spider-Man, which they realistically could, I'm not expecting.
I mean, it worked for No Way Home, so
it definitely did. It did. So, oh, unfortunate, but this is the situation.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I
mean, at least at the end of the day, they only showed a teaser. It wasn't like here's a full-blown trailer and with a date like certain other Marvel movies did.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I suppose. I do want to say, where's Venom 3?
Where it belongs.
Oh, nowhere? Perfect. Okay, good.
Exactly.
Good. Yeah. All right. That's good. Well, that has officially brought us to the end of the show. It's been a good show, I would say. I don't need to toot our own horn, but I will say we put together a good podcast this week. I mean, yeah.
Not as good as Morbius. But...
No. Nothing is as good as Morbius. Let's be real. The sweep.
We'll never sweep. You haven't got the sweepness.
Oh, the Morbius sweep. The joke just keeps on coming. The joke is Morbius.
I thought you were going to say sweeping. No.
That too. So, thank you for the people that join us for the podcast. The members, look forward to 2 additional topics. We're going to talk about the new DC under Discovery and why the Snyderverse will never be restored. So hopefully we see you guys there for the members topics. And till next week, have a good one, everyone.